Hi, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Emmy. For everybody tuning in for the first time, I welcome you to my broadcast. I do weekly videos, or I try to make it weekly. And if I don't, like now, I didn't do any last week, I'm trying to catch up. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to spend your few minutes with me. And for return viewers, thank you once again for tuning in. So we started our conversation and we are talking about moving forward. So in this broadcast today, I'm going to talk about one way we can move forward. So we're talking about the details. So how to. So if you're stuck in your past and you don't even know what next because your past was very devastating, or maybe even it was one or two decisions that you really that really put you down. So in this broadcast, I hope I can say something that can inspire you, or you can learn one or two things to implement in your ways of moving forward. So if you don't step forward, you will always be in the same place. So I hope you will be inspired to step forward, to take a step to move forward. So number one is drop the things that make you feel bad and keep those that make you feel good. So if you're waking up feeling guilty because of the things that you did, or it could even be inappropriate guilt. So if you're waking up feeling wrong, so time to change that. So the opposite of that is to wake up and feel forgiving, and you start forgiveness journey by forgiving yourself for those wrongs that you did, or forgive yourself for the things that you didn't do to change the course of your life. So start feeling forgiving and start feeling free. You're waking up feeling condemned, feeling put down because of the company that you've kept over the years, people that are constantly putting you down, never seeing any good thing in you, or everyday people talking ill of you, surrounding yourself with a very toxic environment, and your energies are really down, your spirits are down. So one thing to do is to begin to invest in the areas or in the direction that you want your life to move forward. So if you want to lift people, if you want to be lifted up because you are waking up feeling down because of the words, the faith of the words that have been built over time, because of the things that people have told you. You gotta invest in lifting people up. So you invest in the direction that you want your life to go. And anybody that lifts another up must stand on a higher ground. And to stand on a higher ground requires change of behavior. So you got to change some things that you're doing and start living above. You have to be on a higher ground. So the things that you used to do, don't do them anymore. There used to be a song that we used to sing when we were kids. It used to go like, some things I used to do, I don't do them anymore. Some things I used to do, I don't do them anymore. Yes, so it's time to change the things that you used to do because it's not working. It's not working for you. I've heard people say that madness or craziness is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So if it didn't work, it's time to change. So another thing to do is, if you're feeling heavy, feeling so unworthy, begin accepting God's love. Even if your surrounding does not look very supportive, you can start believing in God's love. God's love is so rich. It's so rich. So you're going to start believing in God's love, that God is with you, God loves you. He or she, if that relates to you better, wants the best for you. And God has given you today so that you can change things, so that you can have a second chance to change the trajectory of your life. So it doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter who did those things to you, those horrible things. It doesn't matter what decisions you made, how dark they were. You can never outrun God's love. God's love is so deep. It is so deep. And God's love is so wide. It doesn't matter how, how far apart you have gone. God's calling you today to reach out to His love. So if you're feeling undeserving, you're feeling unworthy, there is no hole. I don't know what hole you've gotten yourself into. It could be financial, it could be relationship wise. I don't know. We all have different challenges. And there is no hole so deep that God cannot reach, and there is nothing too dark that God's light cannot shine upon. So if you're feeling like, oh my God, I don't even know where to start with this, there is no amount of darkness that God's light cannot shine upon. So by faith, I want you to reach out. God is already reaching out. So I want you to take a step by faith and reach out to God's love and start believing in God's love. Start believing that you are worthy, that you're loved, that you're deserving. The fact that you woke up and you haven't died, the fact that you are even watching this, the fact that you're still here is testament enough that there is still so much. There is still purpose in your life. There is still meaning. There is still importance in your life, that you're still loved, that you're forgiven and cherished. So take this time to change things around and reach out and believe in the love of God. Even when it feels very scary, to step forward or to jump, that's the time to jump and change. Otherwise, you're going to end up staying in the same place your whole life. A good time to change is today. A good time to change your life and turn it around is today. Change is today. God intends for you to experience greatness. That's God's intention, for you to experience greatness, not misery. Misery is not mandatory. It's not part of God's plan for you. And it's not necessary for you to go through that misery. So I hope that was helpful, and I hope you can make the changes and start believing and change the things that make you feel bad and start feeling good. Start investing in good thoughts. Wake up and refuse to think of those bad events, the events, the people that have put you down. It's time to limit access. It's not, some people, like I said, are here for a reason. They just came, and some people are in our lives for a season. Some people you don't have to be with forever. So it's time to limit access of those people who don't speak life to you and start investing in the direction where you want your life to go. So next time we're going to talk about something else. We can try talking about the next step, one more step we can take to change our lives around. So thank you so much for tuning in. Bye bye, guys. Have a good week.